Hey everybody, this is Sean V. Bradley, president of Dealer Synergy and the creator of the Millionaire Car Salesman Group, and it is Saturday. So I am headed home. I just talked to a couple dealer clients and I wanted to just kind of share something with you because I don't know if you realize this or not. I don't know if you realize this or not, but CRM has two strategies. And most dealerships that I come in contact with don't realize that. They usually have one strategy, and the strategy they have is not very good. But CRM should be two strategies. One for the dealership, right? And so what I mean by that is the dealership should be setting up the CRM on what I call a macro level, a global level. And those are going to be the processes that you're going to put in, for example, for internet sales or internet leads or internet purchase requests. Special finance credit applications, regular finance credit applications, trade appraisals, specific lead source providers, OEM leads. Then you're going to set up processes for, phone ups, how to handle inbound phone calls, how to handle showroom ups, how to handle unsold showroom traffic, how to handle, dead leads, dead deal price, dead deal distance, dead deal trade, dead deal credit, dead deal crazy, dead deal whatever. Then it is, sold customers, sold financing, sold leasing, sold cash deals. Then there's service opportunities, and so on and so forth. So the dealership should set up the CRM on a global or macro level. But what about the salespeople? Think about this, the CRM is there to build relationships, right? That's what it stands for. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management Tool. So again, it is Customer Relationship Management Tool. So if you're not building relationships, if you're not customizing the CRM to build or perpetuate relationships, then you're not really utilizing a CRM. Maybe you're trying to manage customers, customer management, meaning like lead management, but you're not really doing the relationship building. So follow me on this. The dealership or whoever sets up the CRM company, the dealership, an outside consultant, whoever, if you think about it, they can only set it up on the bare minimums of excellence, and they do a horrible job. In my opinion, 90% of CRMs are not set up the correct way and not utilized the right way. 90% of dealerships and dealership CRMs are not set up correctly and they're not utilized the right way. But even the ones that think that they're set up the correct way, they're only set up, even if they're right, the 10%, in my opinion, are set up for the global best minimum. Now, what I mean by that is, how in the world can we set up a CRM for an individual prospect on a macro level? You can't, because I can't turn around and customize for the entire next, year, all the Jewish holidays that I'm going to send somebody, e-cards from Blue Mountain or Hallmark, right? Because what if they're not Jewish? Then I'm going to offend somebody. And same thing about Christmas cards or Catholic, Easter, and all that other stuff, and Muslims. You know what I mean? You can't do that. However, a salesperson should be customizing each and every prospect, each and every dead deal, and each and every sold customer they have. They need to customize it with that individual person's wants, wishes, expectations. Like, for example, the obvious is like birthdays. What about their wedding anniversary? What about their car anniversary? What about their kids? Their kids' birthdays, kids' graduations. What about again, if they're a soccer coach, find out where they're coaching soccer and just pay attention to like the games. If they won, champion, and them, and say, oh, congratulations, I saw that your team won the game. If they lost, oh man, that sucks. You guys, were close or whatever. You're gonna get them next time. I mean, that's what relationship building is. And with technology that we have today, with social media, like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, it doesn't mean you're going to follow up these people all the time with a phone call. It could be an e-card, it could be a text message, it could be a video, it could be anything. As a matter of fact, if you guys want to take a look at an example, if you go to YouTube and type in happy birthday Castle Chevy, that's it. We created a video template, like really professionally produced for a dealer group. They have a bunch of Chevy dealerships and GM products in Chicago, the Castle Auto Group. And that video is motion graphics animation, happy birthday. Like they actually got a cake and decorations and all that stuff. And think about it, once it's in the CRM, you could turn around, whether you're using BombBomb, Co-Video, or Build-A-Brand, or anything like that, or even YouTube with HTML, you could turn around and embed it into the HTML section in the email template. So all you got to do is set up things for people's birthdays, anniversaries, with really nice professional content, and you don't even have to do anything. You just set it and forget it. So my point being is that you can't do all that stuff at the dealer level. You know what I'm saying? Like the dealer is going to set up the macro processes in a CRM. But if a salesperson is trained properly and a salesperson is doing their job properly by qualifying their prospects, not just identifying their wants, wishes, expectations, but if they are, hold on, I'm driving obviously. Just making sure nothing's coming. All right, so if a dealership salesperson is doing their due diligence, they're doing their product, not just the product, qualification, but the customer qualification, where they live, where they work, their family, the house audit, you know what I mean, as far as who's in the household, what kind of cars in there, when's the next person going to be, trading in their vehicle. Again, then, like I said, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, hobbies, interests. Now you might be thinking, well, how the hell do you get all this stuff, Sean? I don't want to interrogate my people. Okay, you got to get it from it's psychology, and it's gathering field intelligence. Salespeople need to be almost like a little bit of a detective. I mean, what do you expect, especially if you've got an internet lead or a phone call? I mean, you get a little bit of information. You need to try to identify as much information as possible, because this is like a big puzzle piece, and sometimes we only get a couple pieces, but the more pieces that you get or you find or you acquire or you hunt and acquire, again, is a clearer picture to the path of how you could close somebody. Now, specifically, again, if you get an email, depending on what their email address, it might be leaving some clues, like their work address, or it might say, gamer37@gmail.com. Okay, somebody might like video games, whatever. Again, but don't take that as just verbatim, because somebody might have something that's weird that's not really, about them. But I'm just saying, they're just clues that you've got to turn around and take. But through conversations, that's why it's important to take proper notes. What I do sometimes if I have my phone is that I might turn around and put my voice recorder on. It's 100% legal. You're not posting it, you're not doing anything with it. It's at your establishment, and it's not turn around and doing it. It's for memos. That's what it's called, voice memos. And so for me, I might turn around if I'm, selling a car, I might have something there, because if I'm not really good at taking notes, or I don't want to turn around and be taking notes while I'm talking to somebody. If I am, having a conversation with somebody on the phone, there's apps that you can record that stuff. You got to be careful though. If it's a prospect, you got to make sure that what state you're in is in a two-party consent state. So disclaimer. But in New Jersey that I'm in, it's a one-party consent state, so you don't have to let somebody know that you're recording the conversation. And so again, I'm not using this for nefarious reasons. I'm using this to be able to go back to and then fill out my notes in my CRM. Details. People tell you all sorts of information that most salespeople don't ever do. Okay, and what I mean by that is they might tell you, like I just said, when they're sick, birthdays, death in the families, all sorts of just like, their life situations. You know what I'm saying? They might just turn on and put all that out to you in a conversation. Now, then what you can do is you should be searching for people, on social media, because most CRMs, like if you have a CRM that doesn't have social media integration, you have a ghetto ass CRM, straight up. I mean, it's an antiquated tool. You're playing with Atari or ColecoVision, What's up? How you doing, Trish? And so if you think about this, I know Vin, Dealer Socket, these tools, if you look at the prospect contact screen, you'll be able to find, I'm at my house, you'll be able to find like social icons on there. They're not full integration, but what it does is it takes their email address from the lead and it allows you, what's up, Susan? And it allows you to turn around and click to their Facebook page, to their Instagram, or have you. You might not be able to do it if you have like an antiquated CRM tool, but all you got to do is take somebody's email address that they provide to you in a lead, or if you're smart enough to remember to ask for them if they're a phone up or in a store to your dealership, and just drop it into Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or just drop it into Google. But my favorite tool to use, which I have no affiliation with, is Spokio.com, because I know that private investigators actually use this. It's a paid service, but it is amazing to be able to get contact information. And there's a search. Heather Geese is an internet director. She's a member of our group. I forget what they use, but they've got one where you could actually get cell phone numbers from. So there's a website that you're able to get people's contact information and even cell phone information. So my point being, on social media, if it's a public profile, friend request them. You know what I'm saying? Luke, what's up, brother? I mean, so again, if you find people that are on social media, think about this. Let's just go through a couple scenarios. If you get an internet purchase request, the average buying cycle is up to 90 days on a new car. Special finance and used cars, 45 to 60 days. And so we all know that it's hard as hell to get somebody to turn around and answer an email or answer your phone call or respond to your voicemail message. So again, I train all of my clients to utilize social media. Why? Because if I have an internet purchase request or a phone up and I find them in social media, now I could friend them on Facebook, connect with them on LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, whatever they use. Why? Because now if I'm connected with them, I have more access to them. So I could communicate through those social platforms, not just through my CRM, phone call, or email. I could tweet them, I could DM them, I could, do multiple communications. But I also can gather field intelligence. Think about how much information people leave about themselves, about their lives, about their families, about their interests, about what they're doing. Hell, people even I've had my clients say, oh my gosh, Sean, this is great. I had somebody that was posting that he was going to a dealership to buy a car. One of my appointments, not my dealership. And so if they weren't, basically following that person on social media, they would have never seen that they're about to go to a competitor, be able to call them and say, whoa, wait a minute. I saw that you were online. You're going to go to the other dealership. What's on? Where you going? You know what I mean? And then be able to, get them back. I mean, social media is amazing. And so once you get the field intelligence about them, meaning the birthdays, the anniversaries, the kids, the names, you must, as an individual salesperson, customize your CRM, with all of these details. Set up reminders, set up automated actions, set up appointments to send e-cards, text messages, videos. And if you're smart and you spend some freaking time on your day off, you could create templates. You could create video templates. You could create HTML templates to automatically do this. So again, the dealership needs to be able to set up the CRM for the store on a macro level. But damn it, the sales consultants need to turn around and set up the CRM individually for every individual prospect, every individual sold customer, every individual dead deal. Now, what do you mean dead deal? Think about this, folks. Do you know how many people actually suck at follow-up? A lot of people. Do you know how many dealerships suck in CRM? A lot of dealerships. You know how many, and so on. So if you lost the opportunity, if you lost a deal, most people turn around and don't even do anything. Dead deal, right? Or, which is true, it's a bad attitude, but most people are pissed off. And then some people might do one or two follow-ups. You know what I do? And you know what I tell my clients to do that are showroom salespeople? Pretend you sold the car. Pretend you sold the car. Whatever you think is an awesome follow-up that you should do if you sold that, 2019 whatever, Ford whatever, right? Then you should have your setup, your dead deal process, especially if it's the same make. Let's just say you're a Ford dealership and somebody bought a Ford at somebody else's, Ford dealership. What I would do is basically say something like this: Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, listen, I hope it wasn't something that I did that it wasn't able to earn your business. No, Sean, I just decided to go to them, Well, listen, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, I just want to let you know right now, even though I didn't sell you a car, I am a certified Ford product specialist and I love this brand. So please let me know if there's anything that I could do. If you have any questions about how to, set up the Bluetooth, set up the satellite radio, the garage door opener, anything whatsoever, you have my cell phone number. Call me 24/7. Matter of fact, if you have any issues, call me and I can help you with, roadside assistance, getting you that information. The reason, by the way, stop real quick. Heather Geese is the one that has from Conway Heat, and she just popped on right here. Heather's the one. Heather, can you please let them know what that, not like Spokio.com, but that stuff that you guys use, like the fast pages or fast search or whatever it is, that you're able to get the, cell phone numbers, so she could post it here. Now back into my narrative. So I want to follow up with them the way that I should follow up with a sold customer, because you know what? Chances are the salesperson that sold them the car, your competitor, probably is going to drop the ball with follow-up. Can you imagine if you are the salesperson that did not earn their business and you're doing a better job in follow-up and support with that prospect than their own real salesperson? Mind blown. Do you see what I'm saying? That's money right there. Again, because this is important, what you want to be able to do is do two things. Transfer that lost sales opportunity to a service to customer. Sell them on your service department. Get your dealership to try to give them a free oil change, free loyalty kit, whatever it is, because a service customer is 7 times as likely to purchase a vehicle from where they service their car from. Second thing is NADA says that someone that buys a car today, even if it's from your competitor, someone else in their household will buy another automobile within 90 days. Referrals. So my point being is that, a salesperson needs to set up their CRM on an individual basis. You cannot allow the dealership, whether they do a good job or a great job or shitty job with the CRM, to dictate your personal interest. It's utterly absurd to me. If I want to sell 30, 40, 50 cars a month, if I want to ever have a shot in hell to be like Frank Graniti or Ali Rader breaking 100 units a month, I'm going to tell you right now, folks, in 2019 and beyond, it's CRM mastery. It's being able to turn around and make your CRM a legion of personal assistants, to be able to send out automatic reminders. Can you imagine if you were able to send out to all of your prospects, all of your customers, all your dead leads, happy birthdays, happy anniversaries, celebrating things that are important to them for their kids, their spouses, their wedding anniversaries, graduations, whatever. And most of it's freaking automated. And the ones that aren't automated, at least you're reminded about it. I mean, that's how you build relationships. Folks, just please remember that CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Customer Relationship Management. So you want to set up and customize your CRM to build, to perpetuate, to cultivate strong relationships. Now, it's Saturday, so I'm not going to make this an epic training thing. I want you to know that if you want to sell more cars, if you want to sell more appointments, if you want to be here on a Saturday as a salesperson and have 10, 12, 14, 20 freaking appointments, this is what's going to take. You need to master your CRM. So folks, please, in the comments, if you like this information, let me know you liked it. If you want more elaboration in the comments, I'll elaborate. If if you have any questions, just please feel free to just ask. I'm here to help you. Have a great day. Sell hard, and crush Saturday, guys. Take care.